Hey guys, this is Shadow. This video is going to get pretty sad. So I'm going to start off with something kind of silly and kind of dumb. And also excuse that noise because I can't do anything about that. It's a dehumidifier that's here in my room because the humidity sucks. There's a lot of moisture in my room and my brother's room. So my dad thought it was a good idea to put that in here. I can't do anything about that noise. I'm sorry. But the silly thing I was going to start this video off with was, for Christmas, I got this little dude. This is the high grade 1/144th scale Gundam Hazel Custom. It's a Gundam model kit. I got 3 different kits, all of the Gundam Hazel series, but different, models. So now I can finally honor my namesake. Reviews of those might be coming pretty soon. But on to the serious topics. If you remember a while back, I did a video on the death of former Stone Temple pilots Velvet Revolver and solo singer Scott Weiland. He was one of my favorite singers, and his passing really affected me. The cause of his death was found to be an overdose. It sucks. Not long after that, and I didn't do a video on this, but not long after that we found out about the death of former Motorhead drummer Filthy Animal Taylor. Again, very influential drummer, one of my favorite drummers. And Motorhead is a great band. Oh yeah, and that noise, it may stop and start multiple times during this video. Probably not, but it could. But yeah, Phil Taylor from Motorhead, not in Motorhead when he passed, but formerly Motorhead, passed away. And 2 days ago, on the 28th, we found out that Lemmy Kilmister, the bassist, vocalist, and only original founding member of Motorhead left in the band, passed away of cancer. The 24th was his birthday. He was diagnosed on the 26th, and he passed away on the 28th. This hit me really hard. Lemmy was one of my favorite vocalists. Motorhead's one of my favorite bands. It really sucks. Lemmy is an inspiration to a lot of bands that I like, and he's an influence on me. And up until then, I'm pretty sure Motorhead was still touring. Motorhead was like on tour or about to tour, because I know they had played some shows, but his health had been failing. He had diabetes. He had a pacemaker. And when Motorhead started touring for their new album, Bad Magic, which I will review out of respect for Lemmy and Phil, even though Phil was not on the album, I will still listen to and review that album. They were touring and they had to cancel a few shows because Lemmy, his health, he got altitude sickness really bad, being in Denver, I'm pretty sure, or some other high city, so they had to cancel that show or cut it short, and he just, his health was failing. I read a report from one of the people who was close to him, well, not really close to him, but recorded his documentary, who said that by the end of it, Lemmy's diabetes was so bad that he couldn't fit into his signature cowboy boots because it swollen his feet too much. And there's that dehumidifier again, I'm sorry. So, we had known for a while that Lemmy's health was not good, but he still always seemed to be this invincible rock and roll dude. And now he's gone. Motorhead obviously is ending, and tons of artists have come out to pay respects to him, like James Hetfield from Metallica, well, the entirety of Metallica, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, Ozzy Osbourne, Ozzy's wife Sharon Osbourne, Corey Taylor from Slipknot, and tons of other bands and artists and just people in general. I posted on Facebook and Instagram little tributes to Lemmy. On Facebook, what I did was I said, "Rest in peace, Lemmy. You were a huge influence on me. Rock on," and metal horns. And posted a link to Motorhead's song Hellraiser, which was probably in a way the most inappropriate song for that moment and the most appropriate. I can imagine it's what Lemmy would have done himself. But it sucks. He uses a signature voice, and you can't mistake Lemmy Kilmister. You can't mistake the sound of Motorhead. And they invented speed metal, and one of the precursors of thrash metal. We're just a great band all around. Many other YouTubers who cover music, such as Cover Killer Nation, have come out and already paid respects to Lemmy before I have. So maybe you've heard this news already, but I'm going to share a little bit of what got me into Motorhead and Lemmy. So I guess I'll start. Weirdly enough, I was watching a Watch Mojo countdown of like the top 10, like it was like top 10 most iconic rock songs, like rock metal songs, or top 10 guitar riffs, and there's a stop the end. It's like, and Ace of Spades by Motorhead came up, and I was listening to it, and I decided I was gonna look up that song, and I did, and it went from there to the song Motorhead, and Overkill, Hellraiser, and I'm a big fan of Motorhead. I was really excited to hear that they were recording a new album, which I still have not listened to the entirety of that yet, but I will. And I'll review it out of respect to Lemmy. And I just fell in love with the sound of Motorhead, and it was awesome. Lemmy's an influence on me. He's an influence on a lot of bands that I like. There will never be another. There will never be another Lemmy Kilmister. He's one of a kind. Guess that's really all to say. Lemmy, wherever you are in the afterlife, man, if you hear this, man, we miss you, man. Rock on. This is Chad Gunman, man. Peace.